In 2026, the biggest change in merchant payments will be intelligence.
By 2026, the biggest change in merchant payments is going to be ongoing fragmentation.
So we'll see a fundamental transition from simple transactions to more intelligent, almost systems. The two main items connected to this topic that I expect to peak in 2026 are, first of all, agentic commerce, so AI agents who will move beyond recommendations to actually go to transacting and also even negotiating on behalf of consumers. And the second one is about trust. So as AI-driven fraud, like deepfakes, for instance, are increasing, the payment process will shift from just routing money to more verifying the intent and also the identity behind the machine making the actual purchase. And this is exactly where tokenization is going to play a key part. So how will tokenization support the next wave of innovation in money movement? The short answer to this is tokenization will be fundamental to all this. As I just said, AI agents will move beyond recommendations to actually go into transacting and negotiating on behalf of consumers. So by giving each of these authorized agents and acting on behalf of the consumer, they all need their own secure and also identifiable token. Now, at the same time, this is also going to solve for potential liability questions. So in an agentic commerce environment, liability becomes more complex. So the question is, will it fall with the issuer, will it fall with the merchant, or even on the agent? So these agentic specific tokens are going to create a really clear trail that's going to show which agent initiated the transaction, and also making disputes traceable and also accountable and even enforceable. So this allows authentication to remain streamlined. So consumers authenticate only once. So they provision a token to an agent, and that agent can then transact autonomously within its permissions. So by embedding the agent's identity directly into the token, tokenization will become the trust layer that keeps automated payments both smooth as well as secure. Now, these permissions are an important element. So standard card on file is more like all or nothing. Right? So if a merchant has your card, they can theoretically charge any amount. Agentic specific tokens allow for conditional permissions. So this means that a token isn't just a number, but it's more like a set of rules. So you aren't just giving an agent your entire card, you're just provisioning a token that is created to allow only, for example, up to 100 euros of groceries per week. So with this, we are moving from static credentials to more programmable mandates. And that's the summary of what I think is going to be quite a shift in 2026. And it will all be about moving money more intelligently.
There's a number of different technology transformations that will truly redefine how money moves in 2026. So on one side, we have the ongoing progress and deployment of real-time infrastructure and then related interlinking. But progress is uneven. And in parallel to that, we have evolution of an ongoing adoption of CBDCs and stablecoins, in particular for cross-border settlement. Now, in all of this, mandatory adoption of instant payments in major economy is going to be a foundational trend in 2026. For an industry that is very much dependent on scale, the fragmentation that we are experiencing today and that we're going to see in 2026 is a bit of a contradiction, but so much part of reality. So what I would expect to see is an ongoing fragmentation between sovereign rails, private initiatives, both at the back end and the front end. This will imply an opportunity, but also increasing complexity peculiar to each payment corridor, domestic trading environment, and that companies, both payer and payees and merchants, will need to learn to navigate.